Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 9 ways to get remotivated for school. I don't know why I said the school, but for school. So pretty much, I feel like I've been struggling with motivation since I've officially been in school for like 3 months. And now is the time where I slowly start declining on my motivation. So can't have that happening this year. So I made this video, and of course for me, but also for you guys, and the ways that I'm going to be remotivating myself. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and let's get into today's video. So the first thing I'm doing is spicing up my environment. So you should try that out too. So when I'm super unmotivated, I will find any way possible just to not be in my room, because I know when I'm in my room, like I have to be doing something. If it's not sleeping, then it's like working on something. So like, I usually don't chill in my room. I usually chill in the living room. So I have always tried to like spice it up. So whether that be opening your windows, having a diffuser, having a candle. I definitely switch between candle and diffuser just because they set off different vibes. Like I feel like diffuser gives me very airy, like light and nice and all of that. And then candle gives me warm, like let's have a little warm fall-esque study time. So my diffuser is from Amazon, and so are the essential oils, and I'm using the scent mango. I bought them all to be fruit flavored because I just scented, not flavored. I just really like fruits and they just make me happy. So that's one thing I would recommend doing. Also, I would also recommend cleaning your room, because you know you want to make sure that your space is inviting and makes you actually want to study or do whatever it is for school that you're not motivated to do. Because I know that if my space is messy or if it's just like not inviting, I won't want to be in it. So the second one is to take breaks. Now this may sound like the most basic thing ever, but let me tell you, when I am unmotivated, I literally cannot just for one day not do anything and then the next day force myself to do all these things. That is just a way for you to get into like a burnout stage. What I think about breaks is like, do whatever makes you happy and makes you want to like be like, yes, I earned this break because I did something else. So I'm watching Star Wars. I don't know why, but this fall I've just been in a little Star Wars kick. I feel like if you are taking breaks, no matter what it is, like people always say do productive things, but honestly, if you're unmotivated, you won't instantly want to be always productive. I personally feel that if I'm gonna do something during the day, so like if I start off doing something good, I deserve a break, and that could be whatever, because that means that I've been working hard. Because again, when I'm unmotivated, I don't know about you guys, but I just do not want to full on go into having all of these things that I have to do. I want to break things up, because that way I will slowly get back into the routine of being motivated and being productive. So make sure you're taking those breaks, because honestly, that's what's going to make you successful. So I kind of already talked about this, but it's do a little every day. Make sure that every day you have something you need to do, whether it be putting something in your planner or actually doing an assignment. You know, once you are slowly building that routine of getting remotivated to do all these things, it's going to be a lot easier for you. Because again, when you're unmotivated, you just don't want to do any of this stuff. That's literally what it is. Like, you just don't want to do anything, and you just are struggling with life, if that makes sense. Because for me personally, when I'm unmotivated, again, just don't want to do anything. So if I force myself to do something small, I'm not saying do like the biggest thing ever. If you have a big project you have to do, I would break it up into sections and break it up into days and plan out when that is exactly due, so that you're not turning it in late. But I definitely think that the most beneficial thing is just to break everything up into little days. So like, do a little assignment here, do a little assignment here. I actually do teach a class at my church, and here's me literally making a lesson plan, because that makes me happy. Literally thinking about teaching makes me so happy, because in the future I want to be a high school Spanish teacher. And like, this is just a one-on-one way to like work with other people. Like, I work with people from like 5th grade to like 7th grade, I think, which is a big gap, but you get a little feel, 9th grade actually, you get a little feel about what you want to work with. So honestly, if you have a certain class that makes you happy, do something of that every day. So like Spanish for me, since it was my first language, I really like Spanish class because it's easy, well, first off. And second, I just like the whole figuring out how to do things, like conjugating and things like that. I think that's fun. So I do a little bit of Spanish every day because it makes me happy and it de-stresses me from whatever it is I'm doing at school. So, like I said, just find something that you like doing and do a little bit of that every single day. So the next tip is to treat yourself. I recommend kind of going more for drinks because drinks have less calories. But honestly, I've been drinking tea now that it's getting a little bit colder, and it just makes me feel like ready to take on something after I drink my tea. Because like when I come back from school, I need something to like depress. Like I cannot go straight into doing homework. I don't know how you guys are, but I cannot. Because it's like just too much. Like I came home from learning who knows what, and then I have to come home to do that. No. So during my break, I like to usually get a little drink. I get some fruits, maybe something good. Sometimes I'm not even eating healthy. Sometimes I literally just need chips. And I honestly think that if, you're happy with whatever it is, go for it. Because honestly, when I make my tea, I feel so much better about myself. So treating yourself is just super important because you're getting your brain into the fact that you're basically telling your brain, I went to school, now I get a break and some tea because I did good in school, and now I'm going to get into whatever it is I'm going to do afterward. So it's just, again, setting up that little routine. This one sounds a little weird, but it's to get new apps. So this footage that I have is literally from my last video, so if you watched it, there it is. These are all the apps I'm using. So I'm using like Notion, Google Calendar. I've also been using Flora, which is crazy. If you turn on your notifications, it literally tells you every day, like, oh, come plant a tree. And like, it's just so motivating when I have new apps because let's be real, we're all on our phones all the freaking time. So if you're on your phone all the time, then, may as well do something productive with it. And it kind of trains your brain to be like, since I was on my phone, it reminded me that I need to study or like I need to do this. Flora is actually really good. I'm not sponsored by Flora for whatever reason, but it just kind of helped me, I feel like, be more productive because number one, if I kill my tree, I get really sad about it because I have feelings. And two, it sends you notifications like, oh, you didn't like do anything yesterday, like work on that. Or you can set up notifications every day and it will send you those notifications whenever it is. So personally, I just think it's a good idea to have those new apps because it's like getting a fresh start at something, and I always like trying new things, so I think it was just a little bit of a booster for me. So definitely check out Flora, definitely check out Notion, all the apps, Goodreads, Google Calendar, all the things that I use to just get back into that routine of getting motivated. This next one is to read a new book. So the new book that kind of got me out of my book slump was this book, You'll Be Mine by Natasha Preston. And I love her so much to the point where I went to the library and got 5 other of her books. But reading a good book just obviously it improves your English and it improves anything you're going to do in school. But also, I don't know why, but getting into a good book just kind of motivates me for anything else that I want to do. When I'm in a book slump, I'm also just in a life slump. Like, there's no in between. Like, I just feel like weird if I'm not reading, especially since I've grasped reading. And if you're not a big reader, I think it would be a good way just to slowly start motivating yourself because, when you're reading, you're kind of studying because you're improving your English. So it's just like a whole cycle if you really think about it. So I've personally tried to force myself to read, and Natasha Preston, I would check me to have her books out. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right, Preston, I think it is. She's just such a good author, and honestly, like, I flew through one of her books, this book, in 2 days. Like, not even joking. I could have finished it in one, but I had things to do. But now I've moved on to another book. So this book is You Will Be Mine, and the one I'm reading right now is Awake. They're kind of two polar opposite books, but they're both still really good. So honestly, find a book that you really like, or try a new genre to get you motivated to kind of get out of your comfort zone. My second to last one is to make goals every day. These can be small goals, like read for 20 minutes, or, look at my assignment that is due in 2 weeks, or I don't even know. Just make little goals for yourself every day, because I don't know about you, but I personally like making my goals and obtaining my goals. So I would want to complete those goals. So if I make those goals, I want to finish them. It's just, again, a cycle of remotivating yourself and your brain to like making goals and like accomplishing things. And once you accomplish those goals, you feel good about yourself and you want to continue that and do that again. So make those everyday goals, and it could be as simple as I said, like read for 20 minutes, write out my goals, something like that. The last one I have is to plan everything out, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in another video, but when I mean plan everything, I mean absolutely everything, hour for hour. Like this hour I'm going to be at school, this hour I'm going to be at work, this hour I'm going to be hanging out with friends, this hour I want to watch TV. This way you're slowly making your brain believe that you're doing all these things, and then you'll actually want to create a routine that is productive and makes you want to actually, do all that stuff. Another thing that could go with that is having a good playlist, everyday playlist, that goes with your everyday plans and your routine to get you out of that funk. And those are all of my suggestions for you, all of the things that I have been doing to get myself out of a little funk that I've had of unmotivation and trying to get me remotivated. And it's working. I'm slowly doing stuff every single day. So if you liked this video, you liked watching my video, I said that, if you liked this video, you liked watching my video, you like my personality, I don't know, then make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss another one of my videos. I do try to post every Sunday. I didn't post last Sunday because this video, I lost some footage and finally got it back. So this video was just super important because it's something that I really relate to, and I hope that you guys do too. So I hope you enjoyed. Once you hit that bell, YouTube should send you a notification, hopefully, so you don't miss another one of my videos. I do post every single Sunday, so leave me a comment of what other videos you would like to see from me. So stay tuned for next Sunday's video, because I promise you guys it will be an amazing one. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.